Hey everyone, in this video I want to talk to you about why you should change the way that you view aging. So many people view growing older in an unhealthy way, and because of this they begin to fear it and try to avoid it or stop it. But there's no way that you can stop aging. So instead of fearing it, you should fix the way that you view it. So that way you view it in a way that's actually beneficial for you. Because there's nothing you can do about it, and there's never any point in worrying or focusing on things that we can't control. All it's going to do is make you feel bad, and there's literally no solution for it, so don't do it. In this video, I hope that I can show you why growing older isn't a bad thing. So for those of you who may know, there's an awesome entrepreneur out there named Gary Vaynerchuk, and he's always talking about how we're incredibly young at every single age, at 30, at 40, at 50, even at 60. And that's because you could still have decades upon decades left in your life. Let's take the instance of a 6-year-old. They could still have 20 or more years left of their life. Think about that, 20 years. Is there any of you out there who thinks that 20 years is actually a short amount of time? That's a long time. It is a very long time. And yet people hit 60 and think that their life is over. It's not. Heck, if they're really lucky and have awesome genetics, they could have 40 more years left in their life. That's insane to think about. And people actually think that they're done at that age. And even crazier than that, I'm getting close to 30 in age myself, and because of that, a lot of my peers who are the same age are in the same situation as me. And I've been silently observing the way that a lot of them view growing older. And it's really interesting because a lot of them do view that 30 years old is suddenly old. They feel like when we hit that milestone that it's all downhill from there. And this is horrible because we're still incredibly young. And I even knew some people at my current age who thought that we were old now, and we're still incredibly young. We could maybe be a quarter of our way through life right now. Well, probably not. Probably past that. But we still have maybe even 60 more years left to go. And people are feeling old? You see, when you get down to it, feeling old is all about your mentality. There are people who are 80 years old and feel like they're 20 because it's all up here. What's out here doesn't matter at all. It's all about the way that you view growing older. So view it in a way that actually is beneficial for you. But beyond that, getting older really isn't a bad thing. There are a lot of benefits that come with it, and I'm not just talking about being able to retire and do what you actually want to do, or being able to get discounts at certain stores for your age. One of the main things that's great about becoming older is that it gives you more time to experience life. And with that comes more knowledge, and with that comes wisdom. And the more knowledge you have, it gives you a huge advantage over younger people. This is why quite often entrepreneurs start their businesses in their 50s or 60s. Because at that age, they have accumulated so much knowledge that they can use that to then start their business and crush the competition. Because they have all of this life experience that younger people do not have. That's a huge benefit, and a lot of people overlook it. But beyond that, I've come to learn that a lot of the reason why we view aging as bad is because we set incredibly arbitrary timelines on our lives. We want to become married by 30, have kids by 35, do X, Y, and Z by certain ages. And it's really unhealthy because these standards that we set for ourselves aren't even our own. They're not. Think about it. Have you actually created these standards for yourself? Did you tell yourself that you wanted to get married at certain ages, or is it what society told you, or maybe even what your family told you? I know that a lot of people get pressure from their families, and I even used to get this, but now my family knows better because they know I won't give in, and that I'm creating the life I desire, not the life that they want me to live. This is the mentality you should have as well. If your family wants you to get married by 30, then who cares? That's their opinion. But you need to think about what's actually good for you. And I would even say maybe you shouldn't put timelines on certain goals. For instance, in my case, I want to get married as well eventually. I want to have a family, and I don't know what age it'll happen at for me. It all depends on me meeting the right woman. And how the heck can I know when I'm going to meet her? That's just not possible. So I may even not put a timeline on that. So it's important that you figure out what you want and create a plan for yourself by yourself. Do not let society or your family or your friends influence you on that, especially as you get older, because I know the pressure only feels heavier the older you get, because we like to think that we only have so much time left, and if we don't get married by 30, then oh my god, we're not going to find anyone by the time we're 35 or 40, so we're just going to be single for life. That's not true though. Plenty of people get married later on. And same with starting a family. Plenty of people have kids later in age. It's possible. The only thing stopping us is ourselves. We view growing older as this horrible thing when it really isn't. So don't even sweat getting older. Just like I said, figure out what you want to do for yourself and pursue that. Do not let other people, don't let any external things dictate for you what you should do at certain ages. Figure that out for yourself and then live it and be congruent and authentic for yourself. Anyway, I hope this video helped you, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Arrivederci!